Alright, hello boys and girls, moms and dads, welcome to Heroes Modern School Academy. This is 5th grade science, week number 5. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about an experiment with physical properties of matter. So last week we talked about the different properties of matter. We understand right now at this stage of our study that matter has 3 physical states. That every matter can exist as a solid or as a liquid or as a gas. Now let's try to use a common home experiment to prove that point. Well, what are we going to do with this experimentation? Well, we are going to walk through the traps of the different steps of scientific experimentation like we did before. We're going to be talking about the hypothesis, the procedure, performing the experiment, documenting observations, and then drawing a conclusion based on that. So what's the procedure right now? So the procedure is to fill a bowl with water and place it in a freezer overnight until it freezes to become ice. Gently remove the ice from the bowl and place it on a scale. Now determine the mass of the empty bowl by placing it on a scale. Now fill the bowl with liquid water and measure its mass on a scale. So what you are going to see is that the mass of ice, the mass of water, will be approximately exactly the same. I mean, by the time you take away the mass of the bowl, the weight of the bowl, you may want to call it weight, but it's actually the mass of it. So the conclusion is, how does the mass of water compare to the mass of ice? And the answer is going to be that it is the same. Now, what are we talking about? Let's try to draw it real quickly over here. Wipe my board really clean here. All right. So I'm gonna grab a pencil and let's try to use this color. So you are going to have a scale like this, right? Grab yourself a kitchen scale. And it's gonna have like a little reading to it like this. You can measure things in terms of pounds or kilograms. And then he has a pan. Let's use this color for our pan. The pan is gonna be sitting on the scale just like that. All right. So what you're gonna do is we've gone ahead to freeze our ice cube. All right. So let's go ahead and place the ice cube right over here, just like that. All right, so this is ice. Okay, all right. And then you are going to measure the weight of it. So let's assume that the ice weighs about 6 pounds. Okay, so you recorded 6 pounds. All right. All right. So you're going to take that ice. You're going to take that ice and put it, let's see, we're going to take that ice, drop the ice inside a container of water. Ice, and let the ice just melt, and the ice ultimately is going to become water. Okay, becomes water, water. And then you are going to take this water right now and place it. Let's try to see if I can get rid of this ice just by itself. Oh, that worked. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to place this little container right now. I place my container like that. I'm going to place my container on this scale. So what's going to happen is the weight that I am going to measure is going to be a little bit more. So maybe that weight is going to be like 7 pounds. I'm just assuming right now. It may be a little bit different from your case depending on the size of your container. All right. So to determine the weight of the container itself, I am going to say, well, I'm going to go ahead and weigh the container by itself. So I am going to go ahead and do this, and make sure you have a lot of fun with this, okay? You have a lot of fun. So this is the empty container. So maybe the empty container is going to be approximately maybe 1 pound. Okay, so this is the weight of the container right now. Then this is the weight of the container with water. This is the weight of the container without water. So what's the weight of the water then, or what is the mass of the water? Well, the mass of the water will be equivalent to 7 pounds minus 1 pound, which is going to be equivalent to 6 pounds. And when you compare that with the weight of the ice, which we started with, is going to be exactly the same thing for you. Okay, so that's the purpose of this experimentation. So moms and dads, try to have fun with that. Try to show your child that the weight of an ice cube is going to be exactly the same thing as the weight of the water when the ice cube melts. Okay, so that's the purpose of this experimentation over there, and that lets us know that water, regardless of the state of its physical state, is going to have the same mass. All right, did you get something from it? Please go ahead and take advantage of that. You're going to see those instructions on page number 17 of your workbook. And that's all I've got for you today, boys and girls. Remember, God cares about you, and so do we. Bye-bye.
I'll be your hero's buddy, and as you study with heroes born, I will be your friend. So don't you